every time na bumabagsak yung stock na may dividend, it doesn't mean sasalawin nyo kagad. You always have to wait for it until it hits a level of support or until it consolidates so that your buy price is lower, so that your buying is efficient, so that when you start to buy, hindi naman kayo mapapamahal lagi sa mga trades na ginagawa nyo. Stack it. Stack it. I'm talking about stocks, but in my mind, stack it, crypto. Anyways. Hey guys, so in this video, I want to talk about why do dividend stocks drop every time it hits the X date. What's the narrative behind that? So before I go through that, no, please do note that number one, I'm super deep into crypto right now, that if you've noticed it also sa mga posts natin the past few days and even weeks, that I've been pumping out more crypto related content because it's just really part of who I am. What I'm placing more attention on is what I'm also sharing to you. And hindi lang yun, I've been so excited going through drops in Top Shot, but above and beyond that, kind of puyat ako watching Dogecoin move massively up, seeing XRP push higher. Whatever I earn, whatever gains I get is just on top of the excitement of learning new things. But here's the thing, I'm still in the PSE. A lot of people are asking, what are you doing with your PSE money? I'm still in the PSE, guys. Please remember this, that whatever I invest in stocks, be it Philippine stocks, be it US stocks, be it crypto, they're all separate buckets. Kumbaga sa negosyo, they're all separate companies which hindi dapat sila nakikialam sa isa't isa. Nagbago lang yung style ko doon, as what I've mentioned in the previous videos, that I've been focusing more for Philippine stocks on either investing core stocks that will do better later on, position trading, and also dividend stocks. And it's very fitting right now that I got a lot of questions from all of you, since that we've seen a lot of companies give high dividends over the past few weeks, from Metrobank to DMC to Semirara to even AREIT, and of course SPCs of the world. So a lot of you have been asking, bakit siya bumababa during the X date? Before I answer that, let me show you some of the stocks that I mentioned, because those were the questions that you guys sent out. So Metrobank gave out a dividend March 2, and as you can see right here in the chart, also at the date of its X date, it started to drop. Fast forward more than 1 month from the date of the X date, we still have not gone higher from the price where it was before the X date. Ganun din yung Semirara, very high dividend yield. April 7, as you can see right here, X date, then right after, it's still down as well. Then a few days after that, you have DMC, April 12, massively dropped also during the X date. That being said, it also happened to one of our favorite dividend yielding stocks, SPC, December 15, it also dropped. Then to a lesser extent, everyone's favorite REIT, AREIT, March 10, and you saw a slight dip there. The only difference of AREIT is it has bounced after it hit the support. So why does this happen? If you want to qualify and have dividends, is that you need to own the stock before the X date. So that actually means that those who would buy the stock during the X date, after the X date, they would not be qualified anymore to get dividends. You would not be entitled anymore to the reward of getting dividends. And that's why a lot of people have this style, no, hindi ko to ginagawa, but a lot of people have this narrative that they would buy the stock way before the X date. Then as it hits the X date, they would sell and they would take profits, or during the X date, they would sell and take profits. That's not anymore dividend investing. That's still trading. So for me, my style for trading is I just use technical analysis. At the end of the day, yun yung style ko, technical analysis for my trades. Why does it go down during the X date? You have to look at it this way. As what I said earlier, if you don't own it before the X date, you don't get a dividend, you don't get a reward. So let's look at the example of Semirara and DMC. They gave massive amounts of dividends. And that's why also yung pagbagsak niya, most of the time is in proportion to a projected amount of dividend yield. So bumabagsak siya mainly because kung binili mo siya ngayon, wala kang makukuha eh. So think about it this way. It's just like the person buying the stock saying that, why will I buy that stock at a higher price? Eh ikaw, makakakuha ka ng dividend. Ako, pag binili ko to ngayon, wala akong makukuhang dividend eh. So why will I buy that there? Eh wala naman akong makukuha. I should buy that at a lower price in proportion to kung ano yung binibigay nila na dividend. It's just fair because wala akong makukuha, wala akong reward eh. I'm the one taking the stock right now without any cash flow that I will possibly get. That's why it's going down. It always goes back to the fundamental context and concept of stock investing. Buyers want to buy low, sellers want to sell high. So, ibig sabihin nun, during the X date, nananalo yung mga buyers that kung gusto mong bilhin namin yan, dito sa mas mababa, dito sa presyo na gusto namin, factors in already na wala kami makukuhang dividend. That's, in my opinion, the only reason why it goes down. Primarily because everyone who would buy it at the X date won't have the benefit of the dividend anymore. Ang tanggap nila, kung binili man nila yung stock na yun, and then dividends din yung habol nila, they would get the benefit of the dividend maybe for the next cycle. Kung meron man next quarter, after 6 months, or the next year already of their disclosure. Could you also buy the stock at a low price and then pagkalabas ng dividend, bumagsak siya, hintayin nyo na lang, and then pag na-recover na yung capital nyo, dun nyo ibenta, then ilipat nyo sa ibang stock. Some people do that, but that's not really my main style in terms of dividend investing, not unless the dividend that they would give out is something that's really, really attractive. Pero yung kapalit nun na ang dapat tanggap nyo siya pagbagsak nun, sometimes you may have to wait a long time before it goes back up. So my suggestion, kung gagawin nyo yun, lagay nyo yun sa dividend portfolio nyo. Kasi yung plano naman talaga sa dividend portfolio is lagay yung pera doon, stack it. I'm talking about stocks, but in my mind, stack it, crypto. Anyways, you accumulate as much stocks as possible so you get a higher amount of dividends. If it's for a dividend portfolio, pwede. Kasi you're willing naman to wait for it that as it drops, you're okay na, bagsak naman siya eh. You're okay to wait for it kasi dividend portfolio naman talaga siya. Even though it's down, it's something that you can tolerate. That even when it's down, it's something that is part of that strategy. Kasi here's the thing, if you buy it, it goes down and you wait, say you earn 10%, it's a really, really, really good dividend. Pero you wait 8 months, you wait 6 months, you wait 4 months. Yung talo doon is time eh. You could have earned more than 10% using the money on another stock that could have performed better. If you are into making your money work hard for you, not through cash flow, not through dividends, then don't do this style. You buy based on the growth trajectory and you position because you think it's cheap and because you think that because the company is so good, it will continue to go up. But if you're a dividend investor, highly suggested. Buy the ones that have very, very high dividends. Pag bumagsak, just hold. Then when it goes back up, you can transfer, then buy another dividend stock. That will work also. Or in the same way, pag bagsak, goes down, and then you think the dividends for next year are still higher, then you can use that also as a strategy to be able for you to add more. So a technique that you can use also there is to combine technicals. Pag bumagsak siya, then tumama siya sa level of support, dun kayo sumalo. Please remember, every time na bumabagsak yung stock na may dividend, it doesn't mean sasalawin nyo kagad. You always have to wait for it until it hits a level of support or until it consolidates so that your buy price is lower, so that your buying is efficient, so that when you start to buy, hindi naman kayo mapapamahal lagi sa mga trades na ginagawa nyo. So just to put this video to a close, it's normal for stocks to go down during the X date because everyone who's buying during the X date, wala na silang makukuha at matatanggap na reward na dividends as compared to the ones who owned it prior to the X date. So please adjust your plan accordingly based on this data. But again, as what I always say, it doesn't mean na di-discuss ko to dito. This is the strategy that you should employ. Please take the time to do your own due diligence, do your research. Never ever buy just because you hear someone on YouTube talk about this. Never ever buy just because you hear your friend talk about this. It's your money, it's your responsibility. No one else will work hard for your money more than you. Then you might be asking, bakit ka pala nagbe-PSE? When the gains in the crypto market, in the US markets are so crazy. Here's the thing. I know the crypto market won't also go up forever. I know also the US market won't also go up forever. And I know the Philippine markets right now are lagging pretty much. No, if you look at the volume, wala masyadong trade eh. It's so low right now that dadating din yung point in time that it will reverse. Dadating din yung point in time that it will go up. At some point, sentiment will also change. At some point, the narrative will also change. At some point, the fundamentals of the companies that got hit will disclose better data. And that time, dahil pumuposition pa rin ako sa Philippines, that's when I would reap the benefits of me taking the risk today. So, totoo, April 2021, my Philippine stocks are lagging versus my crypto portfolio and versus my US stocks. But it's proper portfolio management eh. Yun yung nagbibigay sa akin ng tapang na mag-crypto, knowing that if crypto goes to zero, I am okay. If US stocks goes to zero, I still have a portfolio that could also work hard for me. And in the same way, if the Philippine market lags for a very, very long time, I have crypto and US markets fighting for me, and I also have dividend stocks that will give me passive income even if the market just consolidates and does not go anywhere. And that's why I can never stress this enough. Dividends wins. Investing in stocks that will give you good recurring growing dividends are amazing because it will give you cash flow even when the market is not doing anything else. Kahit medyo boring, wala masyadong action yung PSE ngayon, it's always the boring things in life that will make you rich. Pero also, it's also the exciting things like crypto that can also multiply what you have. So it's nice to have both. I love crypto. I'm not the person who will say na crypto lang dapat investments nyo. I love stocks, but I'm not gonna say all in tayo sa stocks. I'm someone who's in between that. It's nice to have everything kasi ito yung mga items na lalaban para sa inyo. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Marvin Germo. I'm a stock market trader and investor. And if you like videos like this, super appreciate it if you could press the subscribe button and the bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about investing. Not just anymore in the stock market, but also in the crypto market. And if you want to support this video, appreciate it if you could press the like button. And if you want to learn more on how you can trade the Philippine markets, the US markets, and the crypto markets, I have links in the description below on how you can learn using technical analysis, on how you can learn using candlesticks, trend lines, support and resistance, ADX, MACD, and other indicators that are useful for you to trade Philippine, US, and crypto markets as well. And if you want to trade crypto markets, we have brokerages down below that will allow you to trade. eToro is a virtual platform where you can use virtual money to practice. Binance, you can start investing, building assets in crypto with a very, very small amount. That's it for now, guys. I hope you guys got a lot. I hope you still stayed. Kahit we talked about something that's not super, super, super exciting, but if it's done right, it can give you passive income for life. Please put it in the comment section. I stayed up until the end. So that's it for now. Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.